What is the difference between SQL Server changelog and SQL Server data capture? When we are building an application, we need some kind of auditing, especially for some tables. If we have tables related to security or some very essential tables, we want to track who inserted the columns, who updated, and who deleted. So both these features of SQL Server, data capture and change tracking, they helps a lot. One thing is they reduce development time. We don't have to worry about writing triggers, creating custom tables, adding time-stamping columns to the table. We can just enable this feature for the whole database, and also we can enable this feature for the individual tables. So another big benefit of using these features for auditing purpose is we don't have to worry about the cleanup. They have inbuilt cleanup routines, so you can schedule how long you're gonna keep the audit and after how many days you want to clean up the audit. And the third big advantage is because these features use transaction log to capture the changes. So the reliability is more. If we are managing ourselves, we have to keep track what got changed. So these are the big benefits, common things between the SQL Server data capture and SQL Server tracking. Now let us see what these features do. What are the differences between these two features? Why we have two features from the SQL Server to maintain auditing, to maintain the auditing of the records. So let's take an example. Suppose we have a employee table. We'll keep it very simple for our demonstration. So let's say employee has employee ID, employee name, and employee address. So first operation you are what these features do, they keep track of data manipulation, DML scripts, data manipulation language. So it's gonna keep track of all insert, update, delete. So first thing we are doing is inserting a record with the amp name Rick, and let's give him address 1214. So that is the first DML, data manipulation language operation we did, insert. So let's second what we'll do, we'll update the record. So we'll update the record. We will update the record. We will change it to address from 1214 to 1215, and third thing we will do to delete the record. So let's see how these operations are tracked by change tracking and data capture. So that will illustrate the differences between these two features. So if we have only change tracking enabled, so what will happen is in the change tracking, it will only have the amp IDs and what are the operations we did. So one mandatory thing for change tracking is our employee table need to have the index, and that's it need to have a primary index. So let's see how the change tracking table will capture these changes. So change tracking table has some columns. There are system columns, and then it will contain the ID which has changed. Whereas data capture, so it will have another table for editing, and it will be _cc. So it will have all record. For insert, it will have all the data columns and the values. For update, it will have insert and update, two records for the update, and for delete it will have a entry. So using data capture, we can get the whole history of the record, what the record fields, which fields were changed, and so that way we can track who did those changes. So let's summarize. These features help us to reduce the development time. They help us to clean it up, and the differences between tracking and capturing is tracking is lightweight, but it stores very less information, whereas data capture stores the whole history of the change record. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, share it, and subscribe to this channel for your regular updates.